Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shirin, life and business coach, and today we're continuing our journey on building confidence in the workplace. In our last video, we discussed practical steps to enhance your confidence. If you haven't watched that video, make sure to check it out in the links in the description below. Today, we are taking it a step further by exploring how transactional analysis, or TA, can provide a deeper understanding of how to build and maintain confidence at work. TA, or transactional analysis, is a powerful framework that helps us understand our internal dialogues and how we interact with others. So let's quickly recap the key points from our last video. We talked about identifying your strengths, setting realistic goals, continuously learning, practicing positive self-talk, and seeking feedback. These steps are essential for building a solid foundation of confidence. But sometimes, even with these steps, our confidence can waver because of the way we interact with ourselves and others. That's where transactional analysis comes in. TA was developed by psychiatrist Eric Berne, and it's a way to analyze how we communicate and respond based on three ego states that we have: the adult, the parent, and the child. The parent state reflects the behaviors and attitudes we absorbed from authority figures such as our parents. The child state represents our feelings and impulses from childhood, and the adult state is our logical, objective self that evaluates information and makes decisions. So actually these are the three different ego states: parents, child, and adult. Now let's see how we can use TA to build and maintain our confidence. Here's how understanding your ego states can enhance each of the steps we discussed earlier. Step number 1, know your strengths. Reflect on how your different ego states influence your perception of your strengths. Are you critical of yourself because your parent state is too dominant? Sometimes we carry our parents' voice in our heads when they blamed us or criticized us. It could be even another person, your teacher from your first grade. So it's an authority, but could be someone else. The voices in our head will stay with us forever, and it will reflect in our next steps of our lives. Do you downplay your achievements because your child state feels insecure? The kid in the school would be now the employee in the organization. We will have same insecurities, and we can undermine our abilities just same as our childhood. We might be happy and energetic in our workplace, or we can be the rebellious kid we have been. Engage your adult state to objectively recognize and appreciate your abilities. This is the state you should be in. Always think, what would an adult do in this situation? Am I recognizing my abilities as an adult? Am I self-blaming myself? What am I doing? So be an adult and just recognize your abilities. Step number 2, set realistic goals. When setting goals, use your adult state to create clear, achievable objectives. This rational approach helps you stay focused and avoid the pressure that might come from unrealistic expectations. And these unrealistic expectations can be imposed by your parent state. Some parents used to tell us that we have to be the best or the perfect person in our school. Sometimes we tend to set unrealistic goals for ourselves and try to be just better or the best every day, which is not really realistic. Step number 3, continue learning, balancing your state. Confidence grows when you expand your knowledge and skills. Balance your adult states, logical pursuit of learning, with your child state's curiosity and enthusiasm. So it might be a bit complicated, but I just want to say, like, the child in ourselves is very curious. It wants to learn more, and adults should make it enjoyable, realistic, something that we can actually achieve, right? So use these two powerful states in yourself to expand on your knowledge. Number 4, practice positive self-talk. Replace the critical voice of your parent state with affirmations that nurture and encourage your child state. Tell yourself things like, I'm capable and worthy, I am good enough, to support your inner self. It would be harder if you have grown with critic parents. You need to recognize that it's not you, that you're telling yourself that you're not good enough, but it's just the sound and the voice of your parents in your head. So make sure that you're at some point pausing that sound in your head and just recognizing that it's not you. Stop yourself from blaming yourself for no reason. Step number 5. Seek feedback. Approach feedback with your adult state, viewing it as a valuable tool for growth rather than criticism, because sometimes the child within us would take the feedback as criticized because it has always been criticized by the parents or something. So the child might feel attacked when someone gives feedback and finds themselves like rebellious, and we are in our employee shape, but now we are just a rebellious child. So we have to differentiate between the constructive feedback and the criticism. We need to make sure that we are not going to feel down after receiving the feedback, because if in your childhood you have been always criticized by your parents, you might feel isolated and you feel like you have to feel bad about receiving feedback over and over. So make sure that you are stopping these thoughts in your head, because they are not real. They're just coming from your childhood. Okay, so let's talk about a real world example. One of my clients, Maria, started working on her self-confidence and at work. After Maria had made significant progress with her initial confidence, the 5 building steps that we talked about, we introduced TA to help her understand her interactions with herself and her colleagues more deeply. So transactional analysis allowed Maria to explore her internal dialogues and the dynamics of her workplace relationships through the lens of the parent, adult and child ego states. So Maria discovered that her critical inner voice, which often led her to doubt her decisions, stemmed from her parent state. This state echoed the high expectations and critical feedback she had received from authority figures in her past. Whenever she faced a challenging situation at work, her parent state would dominate in making her feel overly critical of herself. Conversely, Maria's child state reflected her insecurities and fears of not being good enough, which were deeply rooted in her experiences as a child, striving for perfection and approval. This state often made her reluctant to take risks or assert her opinions in meetings, because she just didn't want to feel insecure again. She didn't want to participate, so she was protecting herself from feeling the same way as a child. To balance these influences, Maria learned to engage her adult state more effectively. The adult state, being rational and objective, helped her evaluate situations based on facts rather than emotions or past conditionings. So just remember, facts is important. For example, when Maria received critical feedback, instead of retreating into her child state or becoming overly self-critical, she practiced responding from her adult state by objectively assessing the feedback and considering how she could use it to improve. So she didn't take it personal, or she didn't take it like as a criticism, but also she just took it as something that she can build on and help herself. Maria also used her adult state to reinforce her strengths and achievements. Whenever she felt her confidence going down, she would pause and objectively list her recent successes and the value she brought to her project. So she actually should just reflect on what she's achieving, right? This practice helped her maintain and balance perspective and keep her confidence steady. So, through our coaching sessions, and I'm happy that I could help Maria. Maria learned to recognize when she was slipping into her parent or child states again, and she consciously shifted herself back. This self-awareness and control over her ego state significantly improved her confidence and her ability to lead her team. It was more about her experiences that she was feeling this way, and she felt insecure in the workplace. However, with helping her, she actually recognized that she can do her best with adulthood. Maria's journey with TA shows that understanding and balancing your ego states can profoundly impact your confidence. By engaging your adult state, you can approach challenges with a clear, objective mindset, leading to more confident and effective decision-making process. So, understanding and balancing your ego states with TA can help you impact your confidence. It's about recognizing which state you're in and consciously trying to shift yourself back to your adult state actually, and engage your adult state to navigate challenges more effectively. Remember, confidence is not about never feeling unsure. It's about trusting yourself to handle whatever comes in your way. Sometimes we don't know how to handle, and we have the confidence that we can try trusting ourselves. So trust yourself to handle whatever comes your way. If you're ready to dive deeper into building your confidence and navigating your professional life with a better understanding of your ego state, I'm here to help. I'd love to help. Click the link in the description to learn more about my coaching services and how we can work together and achieve your goals and achieve your confidence goals. Thank you so much for watching this video and joining me today. If you found this video helpful, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification ding bell so you don't miss any future content. Share your experiences with TA if you have any in the comment sections below, and if you have any feedback for me, I'd love to hear how it has helped you in your journey. And thank you again. See you soon.